Hey guys, this is Ashley and Nick. Here we're Trendy Tree and 39 County Home, and Nick is going to be doing the cutest wreath I believe I have ever put together. I was very proud of myself with this one. I have loved the vegetable stuff since I saw it at market. The colors, they're not super bright summer colors, but they're just they're just rich colors, I guess. I think this is great, really for year round. Um, so I am gonna turn it over to Nick. He's gonna walk through. He's actually gonna make it for you. He's way fancier than me and Carrie are. He actually does it while y'all are here. We make ours ahead of time because we don't know what we're doing. So I am gonna turn it over to Nick, and he's gonna kind of show you what he's using and walk you through it, and then I will hop back on when he's done. If I can figure out how to give him the screen.
Thank you, Ashley. There we go. Hi, everybody. It's Friday. Come on in, say hi, tell me where you're watching from. We're going to put together a vegetable wreath kit. This wreath kit is available right now on Trendy Tree's website. Some of them have already sold, which is awesome. So you'll be able to watch the playback when your kit arrives and make it alongside me. So right now, it's available for $69.20. And let me show you everything you get in the kit. So $69.20. You get, of course, your sign. How perfect is that for summer? Meet me at the market. And it's got eggplant and bell pepper, avocado, carrot, beets, corn. Everything's on there. So that's your sign. You get 2 mesh. These are a check fabric mesh. So first you get your black and white. Looks like this. And then you get a green. It's 2 tones of green, and I've already cut it, but it looks kind of like this. So you get the dark green and then kind of that chartreusey lime green. Hi, Brandy. Also in your kit, you get 4 ribbons, 2 2.5 inch and 2 1.5 inch. So you get the ivy. See that there? Green and white. You get a purple. This is a very interesting purple. I really like it. It's kind of sheer. Almost as like a gauze fabric, but it's wire edged. I really like it. It's just different, you know, with that it being kind of sheer. So purple. You get the orange and white check. And then of course, our vegetable ribbon. And this one has all the vegetables that are in the sign as well. And then we wanted to add a few other things into this kit. So you're going to get, I call them raffia vegetables, because but you get 6, you get the carrots, and they're like an heirloom carrot. There's yellow, orange, and kind of a yellow, orange, and then this other color of orange. And then you get these beets. You get 3 of those. So I'm going to show you how I attach those to the ribbon, or to the wreath, excuse me. So let's go ahead and get started. You do get a wreath form as well. So let's go through and put our wreath together. So you just cut the tag off, and we're going to go through before we start and just open up all of our ties. In doing that, it's going to allow us to put our mesh in, and just once we start, we can just keep on going around. So I'm just going around and I'm opening these up. This is a evergreen wreath form, but you won't even see the ties once we get everything on there. All right, so we got those all opened up. So let's go around and start putting our mesh in. So your mesh it's 10 yards, right? 30 feet. So I cut 18 20-inch pieces. And if you do that, you're going to use your entire roll. So 18 pieces, because there's 18 ties, and they are cut at 20 inches. And what I'm doing is I'm creating kind of a bow type looking piece of mesh. But I just roll it a few times so we don't have that rough edge. I ruffle it together. And then I roll the other side and then pinch it together. When I do that, I get this little bow tie. And I'm just going to insert that right into the wreath form. And that's going to give our wreath lots of height and dimension and make it a nice big poofy wreath. So we're just going to go through and we're going to do this 18 times and then we'll add our accent mesh. So I wanted to do green with the black and white accent, but you could also swap it if you wanted maybe the black and white to be your base. And then the green is your accent mesh. That's what I love about these kits. You can, it gives you a starting place and you can make it as is or you can kind of make it your own. They come with 4 ribbon, but I always use 6 ribbon on my bows, so it gives me a chance to incorporate 2 things from my own stash, which is always fun. I'll show you those later, which ones I picked out. And how is everybody's week? It's already Friday. It was a short week for a lot of people, I know, with Memorial Day, so maybe 4-day work week for a lot of people. Kind of nice to have a shorter week. Yes, crazy at the shop. They are doing wedding florals, and they've been selling a lot of wreath supplies over there at Trendy Tree, and so they are busy, 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 which is good, right?
Absolutely. We love to be busy, but we love to be busy when we have a few more hands on deck.
Fair enough. Yes, that's true. Ashley's a one-man show today, so she's running around. All right, one more here on the bottom layer, and then there's 10 on the bottom and 8 on top, so we'll do our 8 then in a second. This is going to be such a fun, you could use this for spring, summer, even into fall wreath. If you had a garden, it'd be fun to hang out there by your garden. Maybe a garden shed. You could put this on the door of your garden shed. That'd be really cute. All right, so now I'm just going around and adding the 8 on top, the top row.
I think those vegetable attachments are so cute. Their colors are just so rich.
Yes, I love them. I call them raffia vegetables because they're kind of made out of like a straw material, and I love them. That deep, the beet one that's the beet.
Yes,
that beet color. I love that.
It's so pretty, and then it gives it some good texture.
Yeah, it's nice to have all those different textures. Brandy says your son graduated college and moved out in the same week, so she's been sappy. Yeah, happy and sad.
Yeah.
It's a hard time. I remember my parents were the same when I moved out. You're happy, but it's a change. You live with someone for 18 years and then gotta mix it up. So
yeah, I'm gonna be real sad when my kids start leaving. I've got a little bit, but
yeah, but
I'll be a nursing home before I'm an empty nester, so perks of starting all over. There'll always be somebody there to take care of me.
That's true. That is true. I can't believe she's 3 months already.
3 months. I know.
Crazy.
It kind of makes me sad. I mean, I said the other day that I like to watch her do all the new things and she's starting to get excited about stuff. But then I'm kind of sad too because she just didn't stay a tiny baby very long. She wants to be big.
It happens fast.
It does happen fast. It does. Y'all can probably hear her in the background grunting. We are so busy with the wedding this week that my oldest daughter is here. Her boyfriend is here. They're both working on flowers.
Oh my gosh.
Piper is here, who was my baby, but not my baby anymore. She's keeping Pixie so I can work, and they're up here. And then my son pours concrete with my dad and his dad in the summer. So it's like the whole family's here.
Yep, everybody's doing something today.
Carrie and David are actually at Craig Bachman shopping. They've been sending little sneak peek pictures today. I'm going to start posting those after FedEx picks up. So some of the cutest bunnies for next year. Hey,
well, I can't wait to see those.
There's Pixie in the background.
Yep, I can hear her. She's saying hello.
She says, "Here I am.
Don't forget about me, guys." All right, guys, so we finished our base mesh. We did 18 of those, and now we're going around, and I'm adding my accent mesh. So for this wreath kit, we're just doing 2 meshes. Sometimes I do 3, sometimes I do 4. We're just doing 2 meshes for this one. And so I've cut these at 13 inches, 12 to 13 inches, and I'm just rolling them into kind of a tube, probably 1.5 inches in diameter, and pinching our tube and putting that right in on top of the green. And by doing that, we're getting a different color. Now our sign, you remember, has a black and white border. And that's where we got the inspiration for the black and white. So I just love this kit. Okay. So I'm just twisting those into kind of a tube and putting them right on top of our accent. This wreath filled up fast. I love this fabric mesh because it really stays poofy and full. So this wreath has a ton of volume in it. Brandy likes this technique. I'm good. I'm glad. I'm happy to teach it. I really like the technique of cutting your base mesh at 20 inches because when you do that, you use the whole roll. And I have enough mesh. I don't need little remnants of mesh tube with not much on it. So it's nice when I can use the whole roll. Now this black and white, we're gonna have some extra, but we're gonna have some extra ribbon also. That's what's nice about these kits. You have some extra supplies left over. And we're gonna have a purple ribbon, we're gonna have orange and white ribbon, and we're gonna have this black and white mesh. And I think you're halfway to a Halloween wreath with just half the supplies from this kit. So keep that in mind, a few other things and you'd have a Halloween wreath. So something to think about, you get more bang for your buck that way. And this is a great deal. This is quality mesh, quality ribbon. They're all wire edged. Plus the wreath attachments, the sign, the kit, all for only $69. That is a really good deal. $69.20. This is available on Trendy Tree's website right now. We did post the link in the comments.
I have noticed other kits from other companies, they measure the ribbon out and send it.
I've seen that, yeah. So the fact that we're gonna get, I've already cut my ribbon and I have the majority of these rolls still. We're gonna make a bow, but It's great, you guys. You're getting the whole roll of ribbon.
Who has time to do that? Like, I
Not me.
can't imagine the kids that go out. If we had to sit and measure out an exact amount of ribbon,
It'd be a lot.
and if you're making a big wreath like what you're making, and you're going to put that somewhere, then I'm just thinking, like, if you've got double doors somewhere and you did a boxwood, then you've got extra ribbon to tie a bow and put it on there, because that's all you have to do. For somebody like me who doesn't make a wreath, a boxwood with a bow on it's about as crafty as I'm going to get.
Next to my front door, I have a planter, and then I have a little lantern. And I always make another ribbon that mirrors my wreath to kind of bring your eye down. And so I attach a bow on top of that lantern. And so that's what I do with my extra ribbon. It's a great way to use it up.
It is.
Okay. And last one, and then we are done with mesh, and we'll move on to ribbon. There we go.
I love that.
I do too. The sign's really going to pop on there. Okay, so let's start with our ribbon now. I already cut them ahead of time. So you get the 4 ribbon. 2 of them are 2.5 inch, and 2 of them are 1.5 inch. And I cut my wider one, the 2.5, I cut it at 13 inches. And then I cut the more narrow one at 12 inches. And by doing that, and you don't have to do that, but when I do that, it just makes it, you can see the bottom one a little better. So I stack them on top of each other. And then you get a little V, and you're going to put it right in. Twist it around. And there we go. So let's do that 17 more times. And we are alternating. So I put the veggie on top of the purple. And I put the orange on top of the ivy. And again, always try when you're making these wreaths to use wire edge ribbon. It just makes a world of difference on this step here. Your ribbon stays nice and in place where you place it instead of flopping around. And I'm just twisting it right on top of that accent mesh we did, the black and white. I sold a 4th of July wreath this morning, so it's almost that time. So I don't know what everybody has planned for that.
We've been selling a ton of patriotic. A ton.
Oh, I bet.
But today, I'm not out there packing much. I usually am working on social media and customer service. I don't work out in the shop much. Fall, Halloween is selling like crazy right now, and that has just started.
That is crazy to think about, but it goes fast.
I guess if you've got to get it in stock to you, and then make it, and then sell it and get it to somebody else. I mean, I guess it's not far away.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, I probably should start on Halloween wreaths because I like people to have it, by mid-September.
Right. I mean, you don't want to miss out on it.
Exactly. They want to have it up for the whole month. Or some people do, a fall wreath. So they might put that up end of August.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're doing a lot of lots of fall, lots of pumpkins. We've got a lot of the the metal pumpkins right now that are good for Halloween, but also just good for fall. Like they've got leopard print and different colors. We've got a white one that's just really pretty, and those are selling. But now we're still selling summer too. But
Sure.
I've just noticed this week a lot of Halloween, and then right before we got on here, the last 2 boxes I packed were Christmas.
I love that.
I cannot wrap my head. It's 100 degrees outside. I can't wrap my head around Christmas just yet.
Christmas in July, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe that's what people are getting ready for.
We've got some Christmas in July kits coming up. So
Oh,
cute.
cool.
So cute. Our subscription box in July is a Christmas in July theme. So we'll see. People will either love it or they'll think we're crazy.
Once you explain it's Christmas in July,
Right.
it makes no more sense. But without saying that, people are like, what is this?
Why is there a big Santa Claus head in my box in July? They're just trying to get rid of something.
I love that. All right, we have 3 more here. So we have 18 ties, but I only do 16 ribbon sets because I don't really see the point in putting ribbon underneath my sign. You're going to cover it up anyways. So where we have 2 missing ribbon, that's where we're going to put our sign. And I'll show that to you guys when we attach our sign here.
I had never thought about that.
I was doing it all the way around for a while, and then I'm like, I just completely covered up that ribbon.
Me and Carrie had the hardest time attaching a sign the other day for Pinterest TV because we're fancy like that.
Yes.
And we had the hardest time attaching the sign because the wreath was so full right there that you couldn't.
It's hard, and you don't want to pull it into the wreath because then it just squishes the whole thing down. So
everything.
It's a balancing act.
Huh.
All right. There we go. I love this.
I love that.
All right. So let's attach our sign. And then we'll make a bow. So before we started, I just super glued these cable mounts on the back and put a pipe cleaner through. That's how I attach my signs. Unless it's a wood sign. If it's a wood sign, I use staple gun. I put 2 staples in the back. But this works for metal for me. So I'm going to find, I like, if your wreath is a clock, I like my sign to be kind of down around 4 o'clock and then my bow to be up around 10 o'clock. So I'm just going to place this on here. And then you guys get to watch me struggle putting this on. Quality entertainment here.
When we did ours, we put the sign on before. That's why we went ahead and made it, because we don't do this all the time. And we were both like, we cannot be on there trying to get anything attached. It has got to be on there.
I love that. So you made it, you had made it in different.
We did it kind of like a cooking show.
Sure.
We had a finished product that we could show to begin with, and then we had one form that had the mesh completely done to show the ribbon attachments, and then we had another one with nothing on it that we showed the mesh, and then we had everything pre-cut, all the things. We just weren't sure how far we could get in 30 minutes because we don't do it all the time.
It goes fast.
It did. We did have time. We had some extra time at the end that we just got to dazzle them with our sparkling personalities. But it was fun.
Brandy says, I have a hard time attaching signs. It typically looks squished. So it definitely took me some time to learn how to do this, Brandy. But the key is to just set it on top very lightly. and then let your pipe cleaners or whatever you're using to attach it do the work for you. So if you weave it through your mesh and stick it through the mesh, that gives it more of something to hang on to instead of just putting it through to the metal form. Weave it through your mesh, and that gives it more of something to cling on to. And it's just going to lay nice and lightly here on top. And it's not going anywhere. Let me hold it up. So see, that's just on there nice and lightly. So now let's make a bow. Okay, I'm going to set our wreath over here. Again, you get the 4 ribbons in your kit, but I, as you guys know from watching me, like to use 6 ribbons. So I am going to bring in a yellow. I think that will really accent the carrots and the sign. And then I'm going to bring in this black and white striped, which will bring out the edge of the sign. So I use a Bowdabra. That's my weapon of choice here for making a bow. And we're going to make this nice and big. So we'll start with our 2.5 inch. The ivy, and then the purple. See what I'm saying about this being see-through? You can see my face through it.
Oh, that's that gauze ribbon. That is selling so well.
I've never seen it in person before. I really like it. It's different.
We have it in a lot of colors. Right now, red is probably the most popular, but I think it's because it's red and patriotic is on the brain. Yellow has been a great seller. I believe we have it in white. We kind of eased into it because we weren't sure. I actually think we ordered it for Rachel to begin with to use fresh flowers. But people seem to really like it. I think maybe it's easy to work with.
It is, but it is wire edge, so it has good structure to it also. It just adds a lot of texture.
Yeah, I love it. And that purple was just the prettiest.
Oh, yes. I've really been into purple lately.
I like purple. I'm a fan. What is that? Oh, are you getting a delivery?
It's trash day.
Oh. That's not nearly as exciting.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess it's good, though.
Well, we missed last week because we forgot to put the trashes down. So.
Well, wait till we get you a parcel of children. You will not forget trash day.
I was like, we can't forget trash day. We have 2 weeks of trash. So this is the black and white I'm adding. It's going to really bring out the striping on the sign.
That's pretty.
Okay.
Hey, Amber. That's my aunt. She gets on here, and I think it's because she likes to make fun of my voice. I don't think it's because she really thinks she might want to craft or anything. That's how my family is. I don't know how the rest of y'all's families are. We really like to build each other up.
It's a form of love.
This is true.
All right, 2 more ribbons, guys. I'm adding my vegetables. I just love this ribbon. I have a tomato sign that I have not used yet, and so I just haven't had much ribbon to use with it. So this would be fun with that tomato sign.
Yes. We should have some more coming. Also, I think we've got a 2.5. I believe it's that same pattern, but it's got the black and white stripe edge.
Oh my gosh.
So
That'd be awesome.
it really makes it stand out. I'm pretty sure we have that coming. Who knows? Who knows when it will get here?
Yes, that is
an issue.
the story of everything.
Yes.
All right, so I'm out of Bowdabra wire. I'm just going to use a pipe cleaner. It works just as good. I'm feeding that through. Let's fluff out our bow here. Again, if you hear me say anything today, we love wire edge ribbon.
Yes.
It makes what I'm doing right now possible.
Otherwise, it would be a really droopy world for wreath makers.
Okay, get our wreath back up here. I need a bigger table. Okay. So I'm putting my bow up here, like I said, around 10 o'clock. Okay. There we go. So now let's dovetail. I'll hold it up, and we are going to attach our vegetables. And I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I do. We're not going to use a glue skillet or hot glue for this one. This is how I attach my styrofoam pumpkins to wreaths. So I'm just going around and dovetailing, and do this with your bow after it's on the wreath. It gives you a chance to kind of see where the tails are going to fall naturally. If you dovetail it before, it makes it a little harder. One more. There we go. Okay. So back to our vegetables. What I've done, I use this tool all the time. It's a screwdriver, but you would not believe how much I use this when I'm crafting up here. And what I've done is I've just gone through, and I do this, like I said, with in fall with styrofoam pumpkins. And I just poke through. These are made of styrofoam, so you can't even see the hole. And I just put a little pipe cleaner through. Something else you can use is I bought these on Amazon, but you know, this is floral wire. This is 20 gauge brown floral wire. And that really, if you have something heavy you're trying to attach to a wreath, that works really well also. Another option that I've done, these are just, you know, like they're poking at one end, they're kebabs for like grilling. Got a whole bag of them. You can dip this in hot glue and stick it into your attachment, and then you could hot glue these into your wreath. So lots of different ways to attach these to the wreath, but I saved two to show you guys. So again, I'm just twisting this screwdriver through. Makes a lovely noise.
It's a bad sound.
I know. Take our pipe cleaner. There we go. And now we're going to be able to twist our vegetables on. So one more time. This little carrot here. it through. Ta-da. Okay, so let's attach these. And again, I'm working the pipe cleaner through the mesh as well as the frame. Just kind of gives it something to cling on to. And we're just going to put them around.
The vegetables are just so cute.
I love them. They're very just organic looking. And I'm just twisting them a few times on the back of the wreath. And it's nice when they're on the pipe cleaner because you can kind of twist them to where you want them. We'll do one more here. And then we have a finished wreath. And you guys can do as many of these vegetables as you want. Well, you can do 9. There's only 9.
You can always buy extra.
Yes, you could buy some more a la carte.
Yes, buy extras. You can do all you want.
There we go.
I love that.
Me too. How perfect for summer.
It is. That one's super cute.
Well, thank you for having me again, guys. I'm Nick from 39 County Home. This one is going to be available on my Etsy shop if you want this one. But buy the kit on Trendy Tree's website and make one of your own. This video will be available for replay on their YouTube. Yes. So you can get your kit and then pause as you need to and make it at your own speed. And then post in the Trendy Tree. There's a group on Facebook, a Trendy Tree Wreath Club. Yes. So we'd love to see your finished wreaths once you put it together.
Absolutely. And then text those finished projects to Carrie, 662-200-4441. I always have to think really hard about that. And we're kind of starting to do some customer posts of y'all's finished product on the big page. So y'all start sending those to her. She loves to see them anyway. So, well, all right, Nick, it was good to see you. Get to visit for a minute today.
Yes, you as well. Have a great weekend.
You too. I'm going to go pack some more boxes.
Okay.
Y'all have a great afternoon. Bye.
Bye-bye.